Hi everyone. So we are here testing a new place. So I wait for you to tell me if you are listening and how it is. I guess it's better signal here. So I did as much as possible to have light and sound here, but we are in the middle of the garden with the trees and in the grass, on the grass. So um, let's see what happened today. So I hope today is fine because yesterday we were in a beautiful place, but no signal at all. So remember that we are in Virgo constellation, and this is today we are going to work with the knees in the emotional week. So the issue to discuss today is about identity. So the issue today about identity is also related with what we had spoken yesterday about denial, which is this reality that we have daily of not accepting the things outside because we want to keep safe, stable within. And the reason why denial and identity are linked together are because everything that we accept and we deny in our lives, they create what we are, our identity. So personality and identity are related, but they are like different things in the construction of the self, of the being. Identity would be the ability to recognize the power of the self, to recognize this is me, this is what I am. And personality would be what we express into the outside and how the people observe and interpret what we are. So everything that others perceive ourselves aspect of the personality. But everything that I accept in me or deny in me are part of my identity. So the importance of identity in our path is because the identity is more related with who you are, with the I am. So in order to be coherent in the I am, we need to build a perfect identity. So as I said before, our identity, in order to understand it, how it works, we need to realize that the identity was created by the things that I accepted and the things that I deny in my experience through life. So what we have to understand and picture about this is that if the identity is something that has been created by what I accept and what I deny, so everything that I have denied in my life is not something away from me, but it's something that also mold what I am right now. So this is why to accept and to understand what we are denying is an important step to give in order to realize how are we formed, we are created, who we are. So we are the result of our acceptance of experience and existence, and our denial of our existence and experience. So this is related with the mirrors and how the creation is worked by mirrors. So what I accept is what I relate with what I am. This is me, what I am. But what I observe in the mirror, the opposite of it, but it's also me. So so the goal would be that in the creation, what I am, the only way I can see what I am is by watching myself in a mirror. So I have to see a mirror, and so I can analyze each one of the parts that creates me, what I am. But even though I can see every detail of what I am in the mirror, the image would be the opposite of my reality. So the reason why it works like mirror is because the universe is trying to evolve. So the only way it can evolve is if I can see myself in the mirror, in the opposite, in that other energy in front of me, so I can see what I have to work with. The only way I can evolve is by acknowledging everything that I had created that I have denied. So basically everything that is going to help me to evolve and to change in my life, to transform myself in my life, is just that what I am denying, because it's the hard work, the things that I have to integrate to transcend. So this is why I need to look myself in my opposite in order to understand what I have been projecting and I have been denying. So basically what we used to do is to willing to become something, but what we do is to deny the tool that will help me to transcend myself to become that something. So that is the key of the opposite, the other one. So to understand it, let's picture like the origin of the universe, like exploding. So it creates a wave of energy, and this wave, we can see it like this wave. So the movement of this wave will create energy that we had already spoken with this movement. So with this movement, what's going to happen is that the energy will create light. So it will create all the colors and all the realities that we can see. So these waves of energy will create the light, and the light will create the shapes, and that shapes are the ones that we have here in this reality. So the reason why the wave exists, the one that goes up and shows me everything about the situation and to be aware of everything, and the one I'm willing to achieve, only exists due to the one below, the opposite. The push of this energy below is the one that allows the other one to go up. So basically this movement of up and down a wave is the one that allows the existence of the different vibrations, the different lights and colors, the different shapes. The opposites are the only thing that creates the movement. You can also say that the part going up, we call it acceptance, and the part going down, we call it denial. So what shows this? That every process of acceptance and denial, through all the history, both of them and all of them creates the wave of vibration. So we could say that the self, the being, is that concept that is created by all these things that accept and deny, accept and deny, accept and deny. This is why we cannot escape from what we deny. Inevitably, the things that we deny are going to show up in our lives. Those are the only ones that push me forward to move and to accept who I am. So what we can identify about this is that everything in the reality is like a chain that just copy the same parts, like up, down, like copy. positive, negative, acceptance, denial, constantly the same. Give and receive, give and receive. All the time, we repeat constantly everything. So this is what it makes that everything is like a cycle, where everything happens exactly the same, but in different levels of consciousness or awareness. So this shows us that what we really are doing is that the being, what it really does is to copy and paste constantly the same cycle. Okay, so this self, this entity, is copying the same system once and again. So in etymology, the being constantly the same, in Latin we say idem, and the self, the being, we say ends. So if you put both together, you have identity. Identity is the being that repeats constantly itself and always is the same. So this is why when we talk about identity, we are talking about what I am constantly, always. What identifies me, what makes me know what I am, who I am. So we can see that in nature, biology is constantly copying and pasting, copy paste of everything in the DNA, the cells, and everything. It's copying information. So basically, for the universe, there is no different individuals. There is only one being that is always the same, that the only thing that he's doing is copy paste. So basically, in this copy and paste, sometimes we have some mistakes, and those mistakes and errors that we have in the copy is what we call diversity. But biologically, we are always just one being, always. So what I'm trying to say is that the identity is not only about who I am now, it's about all the information that I have within from everyone that are in my DNA, all my history. So this is when we make the difference between identity and personality. Identity is the result. I am the result of something that has been copy and paste. And the personality is that thing that this individual is showing from itself to the world. So basically what I have done with this is just destroy the identity of all the people from the world. And the reason is because we start to realize that we are a continuum. We are not separated. Separation is just a perception, but it's not a reality. So this is why when we start to speak about the I am, it's not that we are speaking about I am Matthias. It's about I am this entity. So this brings us the idea that change the concept of the philosophical concept of just look within you and don't pay attention to what is outside, just look inside. So why? Because from the point of view of the universe, there is no outside. The outside is also part of me. Do you remember the mirrors? Everyone that we meet in the world, every person, are copies. So there are different identities. Idem, the same. So what means that everything that I cannot observe from my own perspective in the inside, I will contemplate it in the outside through other people. So we come back again to the same concept of all of them are my mirrors. but I am also a mirror of all of them. So there are two different paths of the consciousness that we have to accomplish. So the first step, or the first path, would be that acknowledging I am part of everything, I have to watch outside and to understand all the parts that I am not watching in myself, that I had projected outside. So the next step to that is, in that moment, to go back to myself, watch within, and start to see what I had within, so I can find the balance. So usually the reason why we start in the opposite side of the process is because in the spiritual world we used to say that everything that is outside is not real. So we have to understand the projections that we have done from inside. So we have to go within. But that's not the way in which is useful in the third dimension, because we have this existence now. So this is why I have to understand first what is outside around me, so I can then go in the inside and to process that information, to understand how I assimilate all that information. So basically, the base of all this is to understand that identity means that everything is equal, that everything is a copy. So everything that is outside is a copy from what is inside. So basically, to watch outside and to watch inside is the same, but from different perspectives. So to understand this is that we usually do this from the unconscious or the conscious. So from the unconscious way, what we start to think is that everything that is outside doesn't exist, because everything that exists is inside. But it's not like that. And why it's not like that? Because everything that is outside is not separated from me. I am the same thing. I am connected to everything. So it's not separated. So the process of unconscious of this is to believe that we are separated and that everything that is outside is different from the inside. So the conscious way would be to analyze the external by understanding that that's a process in the internal. Today I gave a easy example to understand how we usually do this. So imagine that the reality is like a home where you live, and maybe you have people living in the home with you, family, or you invite people to your house. So as much people you have in your house, or you invite to your house, will leave you more stuff to you, not only emotionally, but also I'm talking about garbage and dust. So basically they leave dust. Dust is dead cells. So it's the skin that is dying. So it creates dust in home. So basically, if I don't realize that I have to clean the house, I don't realize that as many people I invite, the most dust I will have in the ground. So I will be living in a lot of garbage or dust. So when you become spiritual, before you look into the dust in the floor, what you do is basically, ¿cómo se dice escoba? Broom. Basically, what you do is to create an altar for the broom. So basically what we do is to honor the solution, but we don't go to the cause of the problem. And this is how we keep all the garbage and the dust under the carpet. The carpet, we call it subconscious. So family, we live in this house with the family, and family is living a lot of dust that we call karma. It's genetics, it's dead cells. So by making an altar to the I'm not cleaning the problem. I'm not realizing about the problem. I have to go and to, what do you say, brush?
Sweep.
Sweep?
Sweep.
Sweep. Sweep. So in our knees, we are bringing all the dust from all the generations. I don't care about anything else. I will just be myself, focus in my identity. I am just building an altar to the broom. So this is why what we have to do is to acknowledge from where I took all the dust from the side of all those other identical beings around me. So this is why the task for today is to make a list of the emotions and feelings with which I relate all the people, the family that lived with me in concept house. So the question would be, what are the emotions and feelings with which I recognize each one of my familiars, relatives? So there I put mom, dad, uncle, auntie, grandma, grandpa. And I'm talking about the family because by genetics are the closest, so it's more easy to identify. So basically what I'm doing with this is to recognize all the tools that I usually see in others that I also have within, but that I wasn't seeing, that I wasn't observing. So also brothers, sisters, sons, daughters, the ones that died also. They're all the concepts of each one of them. I hope you got it, and if you didn't, so watch it again. So let's do the alignment. The vibration we're going to use today is Hu. The statement is, I am the spark that propels. The spiritual code of the spiritual pattern of today is Ra. After the energy has been consumed, only rest remains. Neutrality. The calibration of all forces, returning within to the dream. The raw sound, like the purring sound of felines, who, when are quiet and temperate, calibrate the world around them with the engine of the divine dream. Thus, the spirit, harmonic, comes back to itself to be able to enlighten its inner being. Aquí estamos todos. Okay. So, as always, we start stretching the body, caressing the body, yawning, stretching. Then relax the body, letting the weight fall down. I focus in my breathing. with my imagination, I bring the oxygen through the nose, the lungs, heart, blood, organs, and muscles. I allow myself to feel the heat within my body and how it goes through my skin towards all the directions. I perceive a huge ocean around me, made of energy and vibration. I allow myself to feel how the waves of this sea move my body from one side to another. And evolve me over the sea. I picture the light of the sun, the bright of the I am. Take a deep breath and start to go up, emerging to the surface of the ocean as an island. As I breathe very deep, I start to go up, feeling the water falling down, going down through my crown, forehead, eyes, ears, nose, chin, neck, shoulders, back, chest, leaving the arms outside the water, the belly, hands, waist, hip, genitals, and your legs, leaving only the feet below the water. Take a deep breath and perceive the light and the heat of the sun drying your skin, and penetrating inside your body towards each chakra, making it shine brighter and brighter. As I take a deep breath, perceive the light of the crown chakra, third eye, throat, heart, plexus, sacrum, root, going down through the legs towards the knees. Perceive how they start to bright. I recognize that in my knees I can find the potential of my identity. All the energies, as positive and negative, from my history that shaped what I am today. I recognize all my relatives and become aware that all their emotions and feelings were their legacy to me. It built what I am. This is why, in order to go forward in my life, I have to acknowledge, to recognize in me everything that I thought it was separated from me. Take a deep breath and bring the light of the I Am to shine, to help you move forward, to propel your energy. With all that created me. Start to vibrate, bringing all this towards my path. With each sound, I make shine even more my knees to strengthen my identity. As I pronounce the sound once and again, I make the I Am shine through my knees. I recognize all the strength of all my identity through history, here and now. I recognize in each knee the father and the mother, and all the emotions and energy that has created my identity today. And with this energy, I become aware. I take the consciousness to propel myself ahead. For I am the spark that propels me. I am the spark that propels me. I am the spark that propels me. Take a deep breath. Take my hands to my heart. Everything that I accept and deny in my life is the fuel that propels me ahead. For I am the spark that propels. Take a deep breath. So I start to bring the consciousness to the body by stretching, yawning, caressing, and massaging. At your own time, come back here and now opening your eyes. Good. So thank you for being there, as always. And remember the task for today or for wherever you want, you can do it. And see you tomorrow at the same time for the feet. Drink a lot of water and rest. Bye.